Welcome to GBALL Vision, everyone. I hope you are having a fantastic day today. We have an exciting unboxing to get into. This was sent over here by Javon over at Javon's Knife Flicks. He is one of the greatest dudes in the whole community, most caring, nicest guy that I have ever met. And this was actually basically passed to me by a fellow community member who won this knife, and he donated it over here to me, which I am incredibly grateful for. This community never ceases to amaze me. So this was done via a giveaway, and someone actually played in the giveaway for me and they won, and I have the knife now. So we'll go ahead and use the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 Wharncliffe, the Cutlery Shop exclusive in XHP. This thing is an absolute dream to carry and use. Why don't we go in from the back? God, I love going in from the back. It's just safe, you know? Typically it's safe, but don't take that to the bank. So what we have here is a Twosun box, and then Javon always hooks up the swiggity swag. So now I'm starting to accumulate quite a bit of Javon's stickers. So now I will definitely have some to go into some future giveaways. Speaking of that, the 3K giveaway is coming very soon, and the 3,500 subscriber giveaway is coming up very soon as well. So what we have here, guys, this is a Twosun slip joint, and I've never handled this. I have not actually, I've only really ever seen this one time, I think it was, and it was because of Javon. So I have never handled a Twosun slip joint before. Their packaging is very basic. They come in a box with a sleeve, and then they come in a plastic little pouch or a plastic, bubble wrap sleeve. So this bad boy is nice and centered. You have this like acrylic look almost to it. And then it looks like some brass bolsters. It's got a little weight to it, not bad. The finishing work from Twosun is usually pretty damn good. You have a lanyard with a bead there. So this doesn't actually have a fuller or anything. So that's interesting. It looks like a Damascus blade. Okay. Hey, I like this. I like that drop point blade. So this has, so there's no definite half stop. It's just close to open. And then when you get about 3/4, you feel a little bit of resistance right about there. And then you can open her up. So that's pretty, I don't mind ones that go from open to close or close to open without a half stop. I enjoy those as well. The walk and talk with the half stop is more enjoyable technically, but I also enjoy this style as well. So it's not a huge knife by any means. Why don't we just get a little measurement of this guy? So he's coming in right around 6 3/4. Look at that blade. So I'm guessing this is some sort of like 8CR or VG10 core, which is just fine with me. I'm guessing. I don't know that for sure. It's a very unique looking knife. Very flashy. very loud looking. And for a slip joint, that's kind of interesting because slip joints are technically and usually very subtle knives. You know, they're not loud. So it's kind of interesting that they went with this overall look. But I kind of like this look too. The pins are like brass as well, it looks like, and you can see them all the way through the scale. That's pretty cool. I actually like this. This is very unique. It's got a good size to it. The opening action, it's good. It's hard to kind of determine when there's no half stop, but it's not loose. You know, it's not real weak. It's got a pretty good, look at that. That's pretty good, actually. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, that's got a pretty good spring in it. And I have heard time and time again that Twosun makes an amazing slip joint. And I feel like they don't get enough videos done on their slip joints. Now, I know Javon has been doing quite a few, and there are some out there, content on Twosun's slip joints, but I don't think there's enough. You know, from what I've gathered, you know, they're up there with, I don't know if I'd put them quite on like the Hedgehog and the Ohio River Jacks level, but I think some of them can get there or they are there. And they have ones that range from $50 on up to well over 100, maybe like 150 at the most. And I think some of those higher priced ones actually are very good builds using premium materials, and they're at a very, very good price with all things considered. And I don't think this is any exception. I'm interested to know what the core of this Damascus is. It's very well finished. I don't see any patina or any issues with the blade. It looks nice and clean, nice and cared for. And Javon takes excellent care of his stuff. He carries and he uses his stuff, but he also takes excellent care of it. And I'm in that same boat. I use all my stuff, carry all my stuff, but I like to take care of it as well. Why don't we go ahead, just because we're actually through this pretty quickly, we'll throw it up against a couple knives here. There's the Paramilitary 2. There's the OG Nimble, which is actually fairly comparable to this guy. How about we bring out the Kaiser Mini Critical, which was also a giveaway win from Javon. How about the Civivi Hypersonic, which is a big boy. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good size. How about the Pyrite XL? And we'll go with the Devo Knives Growler version 1. So it's in that mid-size range. It's not, and it's just there. It could almost be classified as a smaller knife. But typically, slip joints are not, you know, typically 2.5 to 3 inch blades. They're usually not, that's average for a slip joint, about 7 inches, 6.5, 7 inches. Some are bigger, some are smaller, but typically you don't see a slip joint that is, there are some exceptions, but this is about the average size. A lot of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, average size. The blade stock, I was going to say it looks pretty thin. 102 thousandths. And the behind the edge, I'm not quite all the way down on the edge, but it's coming down pretty thin, about 17 thousandths. So I'd say it's probably around 15 if I got a good hold. Why don't we see what it can do to some thin magazine paper? And typically Twosuns are well made. They usually come with a great edge on them. Now don't make a fool of me, Twosun. Don't make a fool of me. No, it feels like it has a good edge on it. I got fans blowing and they're causing kind of a... Yeah. It's got a nice little edge on it. And that's after Javon's probably cut, you know, he's at home cutting paper and cardboard and just for fun. So I know this knife has received some degree of use. Yeah. Might need a little strop here or there, but for the most part, I think that came with a pretty damn good edge. So a huge shout out to Javon, a huge shout out to Ross. I love both you guys. I love everybody that watches these videos, and I appreciate all of you. You guys make doing this worthwhile. Channel members, love you guys. I appreciate all you guys who watch these videos to the end, the guys who leave comments and hit the thumbs up button. It makes a huge difference in doing these videos. My core group of guys who watch these videos are the ones who get these videos rolling. If it wasn't for my core audience, my core group of guys who come and watch and interact in the comments and on the thumbs up, the videos would go nowhere. And it's because of you guys that they do get out there. They're starting to get out there more often. The more interaction on the video just is better for the video. It's the more interaction equals the more eyes the video will go in front of. So just a huge shout out to all of you guys. And like I said, don't forget the 3K giveaway is coming up very soon, within like the next week or so. The 3,500 subscriber giveaway will be coming up within the next couple of weeks. And then, of course, there will be a 4,000 subscriber giveaway whenever I get there. And that one's going to be a pretty big giveaway. The 4,000. There's going to be several knives in that one and a bunch of different goodies. So once we get there, that'll be very exciting to do. With that all being said, guys, that'll wrap it up. I'll throw up 2 new videos. Definitely want to go check them out, especially this one here. If you're new here and not subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below the video or on the GBALL Vision logo there at the center of your screen. I would love to have you here. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Otherwise, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.